Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Lindsay with Lindsay Plans, and today we're going to do an episode of book thoughts, and I'm going to be discussing my thoughts and opinions on the book Siren Queen by, and I know I'm going to butcher this, Nikki Vo. And just to give a brief overview of the synopsis here, it says, no maids, no funny talking, no fainting flowers. Luli Wee is beautiful, talented, and desperate to be a star. Coming of age in pre-code Hollywood, she knows how dangerous the movie business is and how limited roles are for a Chinese American girl from Hungarian Hill. But she doesn't care. She'd rather play a monster than a maid. But in Luli's world, the worst monsters in Hollywood are not the ones on screen. The studios want to own everything from her face to her name to the women she loves, and they run on a system of bargains made in blood and ancient magic, powered by endless sacrifice of unlucky starlets like her. For those who do survive to earn their fame, success comes with a steep price. Luli is willing to do whatever it takes, even if that means becoming the monster herself. So, basically my thoughts on this is, this was only a 2-star read for me. It fell pretty flat. Where I really struggled with this is there are elements of magic in this book, but they're not incorporated very well. Like, they took a time period that has the possibility of having that veil of a lot of mystical elements to it, but she didn't really weave the magical elements in there in a cohesive and functional manner. There are so many times in this book that you'd be plugging along and then there'd be like, bam, a magical element that almost felt like an acid trip in the middle of nothing. It just really did not flow. And I think that had those elements been woven in a little better, that this would have at least been a 3 to maybe even a 4-star read. The plot in and of itself was pretty decent. It just wasn't supported very well in the writing. The characters are pretty decent. Because of the magical elements, it did make the plot a little bit choppier, a little bit harder to follow, which that definitely took away from it. The overall story arc, it was very distracting the way that was woven in there, and the concept was good. It just needed to be better developed. Like, I came very close to adding this to my did not finish pile, which is not something I do very often. Part of the reason why I did plug through it was a short read. So I could have probably pushed through for about like a 3-day read, but it drug out a little bit over a week. And this was also one that I had on my Pop Sugar Reading Challenge prompts. I don't remember what I used it for, but I put the time into it. I wanted to be able to check off that prompt. So I probably will not, unless something really speaks to me. I can't see me reaching for another one of this author's work, another one of her books. It's just, I'm not a fan of the writing style. I know this was after I read it, I went back to Goodreads and was looking at the reviews on there, and it seemed like there was pretty much a line where either people love this book, they love her writing styles, love her other's works, or we're of the same place I'm at with it, where we just weren't feeling how the magical elements really were, like, they just weren't woven in there very well. They were just kind of like, here we go, and like there was no build up to them, there was no explanation as to some of them I think needed a little bit more explanation. And like I said, there were times when I just really thought that the characters were on acid. And after reading a little bit further, like a few more paragraphs, found out that, oh, that was supposed to be a magical element when it just seemed like a full-on hallucination to me. So not one of my better reviews. So please, that's pretty much all I have. So please remember to like and subscribe. And till next time, peace out, Girl Scout.